So hi, one of the Good Noise Podcasts with Matt Stoll. We're gonna ask him some questions today. I'm gonna start. So, what inspired you to start making music?
Um, saw this old movie with Mark Wahlberg. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Rockstar. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
No.
Um, it's he plays as a singer and he follows this like heavy metal rock band. And the he replaces the singer and he kind of starts becoming this embodiment of the heavy metal rock. It's just like he's losing himself. And then at the end of the movie, he sort of like gets away from all of it and just starts writing songs. And it's kind of a big scene at the end. And it's Mark Wahlberg. He's in like a cardigan. He's playing guitar, and Jennifer Aniston kind of walks in and sees him, and it was like a big moment. And so for me, I got the guitar right after that and just started writing my own songs.
Okay.
Oh,
So you
wait,
just
so a
wanted Jennifer
movie.
Aniston to like walk in
Oh,
and be like, "Oh my god."
Yes,
yeah.
hasn't happened yet.
Not
But,
Yeah, I
yet.
was gonna
here it
ask, has it
comes.
happened yet? No, yeah.
No.
Soon, definitely.
Yeah, yes.
Exactly. So you've released two singles this year, Better Than Me and If I Lose My Mind.
Mhm.
Congrats on that. How have you
Thank
felt
you.
the response to those?
How I felt about the response?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, both of them were great. I had worked with for Better Than Me. I had worked with Sam Pollitt, who is another local musician, local artist, singer songwriter who was great. And we did a song, this year about it, and it was a lot of fun working with other musicians and other talented singers. Sam was great for that song, and then for the most recent one, If I Lose My Mind, which just came out. That one I felt like the response was was great as well, and for the same reason. With the kind of singing with Nicole Dietrich, who was featured on the song. I feel like we have a great kind of dynamic duo of vocals, and I think the song came out great. And as I think a lot of people responded to it. It has a great message behind it. So, yeah, I think it was pretty well.
All
Right.
That's good to
So
hear.
do you think you prefer doing collaborations with other artists rather than working alone and just putting out a song yourself?
Um, no, I think it depends. For those particular two songs, I felt like it needed, another artist singing over it. I had heard the background vocals and the harmonies and stuff like that. So I really felt for those two songs, it really needed that. And yeah, I think it depends on what I'm hearing for the song and, ultimately what I think will sound good on it.
Okay, makes sense.
So, speaking of those collabs, may I ask how those came about?
Yeah. So for Better Than Me, I was working with my producer, Nick Starantino. And he, really loved the song and loved the idea. And I said, I'm really hearing another singer over this. And I had, listened to Sam Pollitt, who was another local musician, great singer songwriter. And I just kept hearing her voice over this song, and she came in to record that day, and it really worked out well. I think it sounded great, and just fit the song, the vibe of it for that one. And then for the more recent one, having Nicole Dietrich sing on it was different because we went into it, and I kind of had to like plead with my producer to be like, I really hear some female vocals over it.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I'm just not hearing, I'm not sure. And we said, well, we'll bring her in and then we'll see what happens. And so I, had heard like some harmonies and some other vocals here and there. And as soon as she started singing, we were like, she needs to sing the entire song,
Mm-hmm.
because it just sounded so good, so we were really happy with that. And it was kind of one of those like, the clouds opening up moment where it was like, okay, this is it. This is what we needed for the song.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. Wow, I really like that. Makes me happy. So, can you tell me a little bit about your writing process?
Sure. I mean, I've been a guitar player for a while now, since I've been 13 or 14. I picked up the guitar. And I think that's kind of the first thing that I do is I'll be playing a riff on the guitar or have some sort of idea of what I'm playing. And then from those chords or those parts that I'm writing, I'll, have sort of a vibe from it. And then I'll start thinking about lyrics. And that's kind of how I do it. I don't think, I know a lot of artists out there really hustle, and they're writing every day, and they're constantly working on their words and projecting how they're feeling into the music. And for me, it's just kind of like I have to wait for the inspiration, to hit. But I'm always playing guitar, so I feel like that's the first thing I go to, is the guitar, and then lyrics, and then everything else.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, all right. Solid.
So where was your headspace while you were writing these couple of singles?
Well, most of it really just stemmed from, my struggles with mental health, anxiety, depression, things like that. And I think also personal, relationships, with, whether they be romantic or family, relationships. I know there's been, a lot going on this past year. Obviously 2020 is not fun for anybody,
No.
so, yeah, I think that's really a lot where it stems from. It's just the personal experience. And, again, it's for Better Than Me was, again, about more anxiety stuff. And If I Lose My Mind was that the whole idea of, just that fear of, of the people that we love. Are they going to stay with us during difficult times?
Man, all right. So what band or artist influence do you think you can hear in those two singles?
For Better Than Me, I think I'm a big fan of City and Color.
Okay.
So I think going into that, the chords that I had, I was like, I really kind of had that vibe for it. And I felt like that was, the biggest influence for that, for Better Than Me, the song that we did. For the more recent one, If I Lose My Mind, I think it was really more Avett Brothers kind of, or maybe even Wilco a little bit, just kind of like a ballad, acoustic song. So I think that would be like my main influences for those songs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you, this question should be like super quick. I want you to describe these couple of singles off the top of your head in 3 words.
3 words.
As quick as you can.
Wholesome. Goosebumps. Wait, is Goosebumps one word or 2 words?
Goosebumps is 1 word, yeah.
One word? Okay. So Wholesome, Goosebumps, and I guess Meaningful.
Oh, yeah. That works. That works. So, speaking of these singles, again, is there a certain feeling you want your listeners to have while listening to them?
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps, yeah.
I think that's always such a, for me, anytime I'm listening to any kind of, music or artist or band, anything like that, if it gives me goosebumps, I'm falling in love with it right away. I just feel like that's such a powerful thing. But yeah, I think, yeah, goosebumps would be like probably the best thing.
Definitely. I agree.
So you've got these couple of singles. Are they leading up to anything? Do you have any other projects in the works that you can tell us about?
Yeah, I actually, the song that I just released, If I Lose My Mind, was going to actually be one of 4 songs for an EP.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the pandemic and everything, I felt like, and with nobody really knows what's going on with the music industry in terms of playing shows and stuff like that. So it was going to be a 4-song EP that now I've just figured, like, I'll just release them as singles. Mm-hmm. So I do have a new song coming out on October 16th, so on Friday. And that's going to be, I've done work with the same producer. We went to the same recording studio and all that, and really excited for that. And then after that, I have 2 more songs that I'm probably going to release. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure what the state of the world's going to be, in a month or 2. So we have no idea. But hopefully I'll be able to release those songs within this year. If not, then, 2021, hopefully, hope for the best.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, yeah, I guess as far as projects go, I actually, the Nicole Dietrich who sang on the song, we decided to start kind of a band. So I'm really excited about that. We really working on more like indie folk rock kind of style. So far it's like I'll be playing on the banjo, which I just picked up last week. But I'm slowly learning how to play it. But it's gonna be fun. It's very open kind of indie folk rock music, and I'm really excited about it.
All right.
Yeah, that's exciting. Sick. So, where do you see your project in the next 5 years?
Hopefully just back to, writing and recording and playing shows.
Okay.
I've always loved to do that. I think writing and recording, especially, that's always been my favorite part of it. I think, and performing and playing shows, once I get on the stage, it's a lot of fun. But obviously I struggle with my anxiety and a little bit of stage fright. So, writing and recording is always my favorite.
Oh. So for the last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
My last meal?
Yes.
With a drink.
With a drink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget the drink.
Have to be a Whopper and a Coke.
Okay.
Okay.
That's solid.
Have to be.
Very
Yeah.
solid.
Do you have like fries with that, or like apple
Yeah,
slices?
I mean, if it's allowed.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's
It's
a
your
whole
last
meal.
meal.
Hell yeah.
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 No, that Whopper meal large with a Coke would be perfect.
Okay, good. Solid. So, if you could live in one fiction world for a week, where would you live?
Star Wars.
Star Wars? Jedi,
Absolutely.
Rebel, or Sith?
Jedi. Absolutely.
Jedi? Okay. Oh, that's fair. That's
Glory
fair.
didn't even get that question out, and you had the answer. I love that so much.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I turn a camera, I can show you all my Star Wars collectibles and stuff like that. But
Oh my god.
I guess we could do it.
Yeah, please. Okay.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah. Oh my god, you have a helmet?
Yeah.
Oh, you have 2 helmets? Shut up. That is so cool.
Yeah.
You have 3? I didn't even see the one on the shelf.
Yeah. So
Oh my god, I love that. I
hopefully,
love that so
that
much.
answers that question.
That does.
Definitely. It does. It does.
So I have the honor of asking the last question, and every single person we've spoken to has said the most important question. What is your favorite color?
Green.
Green.
Any specific shade?
shade.
I'm sorry?
You say it.
Specific shade?
Oh, no, I don't.
Just any green?
Green?
Yeah.
Any green?
Any green. I love it.
All right.
Okay, good.
So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything you'd like to plug?
Just that my new song, it's called I Am Your Ghost. It will be out on this Friday, October 16th. It'll be streaming everywhere that you love to stream music.
All right.
Solid.
Well, thank you for sitting down with us. This has been Matt Stoll, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.